All right, Mike, you may recall, audience may recall, there are a few Harvard students in town. They've spent the last several days in Terre Haute doing a little studying.
Yeah, they've been working with Mayor Brandon Sackbun and the Terre Haute Chamber of Commerce as part of a transition term team. Today, Jen Thompson learned more about their report and joins us now with those findings. Jen.
Yeah, Mike, a release from the city of Terre Haute says the report will serve as guidance for future community development. Several items were already on the city's radar, but it also offered some new and fresh ideas.
I think that this is the beginning of a conversation more than anything, and really it's a lot to think about.
That conversation comes after Harvard Kennedy School students presented their summary of suggestions that may contribute to the continued growth of the city of Terre Haute. David Clayton is a graduate student at Harvard Kennedy School and served on the transition term team. He says, according to their findings, major issues stem from the job market and a lack of community spirit.
Lots of people don't have pride in Terre Haute. They don't really believe that there's the opportunities here. So fixing that perception of the city, making people believe in it, making the young people especially interested in staying, we believe that's really important. And once the people start to stay here, the jobs will follow, because we do find that the jobs follow people.
Josh Alsip is the director of community engagement at the Terre Haute Chamber of Commerce. He says,
after probably the 5th or 6th day, I think they started to see a lot of themes, a lot of the same things that they're hearing, some of which reaffirm what we maybe already knew, and then brought some new perspective coming.
The students were tasked with providing recommendations on how Terre Haute can attract and retain young residents in the 25 to 34 age category.
So the age group is like just after college to around 35, because Terre Haute's population, other than the university students themselves, is generally aging, and the goal is to get younger people here and to get them to stay here, to raise families here, because that's what makes the population growth in the long term sustainable.
To do that, Clayton says,
getting people more excited about the city, revitalizing downtown, and bringing in jobs is what we believe is the most important.
So what happens next?
So right now, I think it will just be continued conversation in the future between all of the organizations as we move forward and the priorities of the administration.
And Mayor Sackbun says his administration has started conversations with several local universities to continue work in the areas of the Harvard findings and to begin research in other areas within local government. Mike?
All right, very interesting. Thanks a lot, Jen.